I think he just never recovered from that check hook that Rolly did on him. So, I think he was too hesitant, and maybe the hunger is not there.
Rolando Rolly Romero.
In a dramatic turn of events, Ryan Garcia suffered a unanimous decision loss to Rolando Rolly Romero on May 2, 2025, at the high-profile Fatal Fury boxing event in Times Square. This defeat not only derailed Garcia's much-anticipated comeback following his year-long suspension, but also cast serious doubt on his expected rematch with Devin Haney. The boxing world reacted with a mix of shock, criticism, and analysis as Romero's victory reshaped the landscape of the welterweight division.
He's strong, he has good left hook, and, one time he opened up, I cracked him and he didn't open up at all the rest of the fight. They're always going to underrate me because I'm not one of these prospects that started boxing and had a following and all of a sudden they're fresh out the amateurs, they promoted them like, oh, this is the next big thing, yada, 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 all that stuff. At the end of it, I've done this 3 times, three different divisions. I'm a 3-time world champion, and this might actually be the biggest, the most attended fight card in boxing history, and I did it on this night.
Rolly Romero just got the unanimous decision win over Ryan Garcia, and he got the knockdown in the second, and this just changed a lot. Is the Devin and Ryan rematch still going on? Does Devin fight Rolly now? Do we even care about the Ryan and Devin rematch still? We all know the conversation surrounding Ryan and the PEDs. I'ma be honest, Ryan didn't look like he had that same knockout strength that he had when he fought Devin. Nonetheless, congratulations to Rolly Romero. He deserved the win for sure. But I gotta ask the question, do y'all want to see Rolly fight Devin? Do y'all still want the rematch? If yes, what's y'all predictions on either one? Let's talk boxing.
Entering the fight as a considerable underdog, Romero defied expectations by dropping Garcia in the second round and maintaining control throughout the contest. The judges scored the bout 115 to 112 twice and 118 to 109 in Romero's favor. His dominance. Garcia's performance was notably flat, landing just 54 punches, the lowest output ever recorded by CompuBox in a 12-round fight. Romero's smart strategy and sharp counterpunching neutralized Garcia's speed and power, leading to a convincing win.
You dropped him in round 2. What was your initial reaction when you hit him with that left hook and floored him?
The thing is, I thought he would, I thought it was just a flash because he didn't really appear hurt. But I mean, I still went to try, and he was still awake, so I was like, "Fuck that shit, I'm gonna go back to boxing him."
Garcia's return to the ring was overshadowed by the cloud of his previous suspension for testing positive for ostarine, a banned substance. Despite expressing a strong desire to redeem himself and show professionalism, his showing against Romero suggested unresolved problems. Garcia appeared sluggish and struggled to adjust to Romero's tactics, raising concerns about his preparation and mental focus.
Obviously, it wasn't a good night for me. It was a pretty off night. Rolly did what he does. Took a lot of good power shots, caught me in the second round. But just even in the start of the fight, it just didn't feel like my feet were under me, like I had anything. But I tried to fight through it, and just found myself very off after the year layoff. That whole year, it was a lot for me mentally, as you guys know. So the fact that I got here is, and I'm in the position I am, my mind is as clear as it is a victory for me, I would say. But I'm extremely disappointed in the way I fought, and it definitely isn't my best in any way.
Romero's triumph earned him the WBA's secondary welterweight title and disrupted the much-hyped rematch between Garcia and Haney. Haney, who scored a dominant win over Jose Ramirez on the same card, now faces uncertainty about his next opponent. With Romero emerging as a title holder, the division has a fresh set of matchups and rivalries on the horizon.
You think you underestimated Rolly tonight a little bit?
No, I think I was just fighting like shit.
Thank
You want Conor Ben,
Thank
Ram?
you. He's done with interviews for today. Thank you.
Hey, Ryan, keep your head up. My face. Thank you, Ali.
Love you, bro.
The boxing community responded with a mix of astonishment and critique. Many fighters and fans expressed surprise at Garcia's lackluster performance and Romero's unexpected dominance. The outcome sparked widespread discussion about Garcia's future in the sport and Romero's potential as a legitimate contender in the division.
50-50. What about taking a rough rematch?
World-class professional boxing. We'll see you all there. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Conor Ben didn't hold back in his criticism of Garcia, describing his performance as not merely disappointing, but outright terrible. When asked about the possibility of a Garcia-Haney rematch, Ben quipped, "You still want to get in there with him next time? Nice." His remarks reflected a clear lack of respect for Garcia's showing, yet Ben's continued interest in facing him suggests he views Garcia as a vulnerable and worthwhile opponent.
Conversations been like about the rematch? What's the conversations been about the rematch with Turkey?
I mean, as far as I'm aware, it's locked in for September.
How have you found this whole new, like, your stocks rose? Obviously, a lot of people over here are interested.
It's all just noise, you know. One day they love you, next they hate you, then they love you again, you know. So I just want to get back in there and secure the W. That's all that matters to me.
When you had that moment with Terence Crawford, what did he say to you?
I can't remember. I've had a few moments. Yeah. He's a great fighter. I look up to Crawford. I think he's phenomenal.
Last one from me before I let you go. Devin Haney and Bill Haney said this week in interviews that they want you. They said if Ryan doesn't come through this, Bill Haney said that they want you.
Let's make it next. Who? Bill Haney and Devin said that?
Yeah.
We can do that fight next, 100%. Of course you can.
Conor Ben,
I didn't know they said that. Haney can get it next, no problem.
Conor, thanks for your time.
In a brutally candid rant, Shannon Briggs tore into Garcia and the entire fight card following Garcia's defeat to Romero. Speaking openly, Briggs declared, "All the fighters suck," accusing them of lacking true skill and courage as every bout on the card went the distance without a single knockout. He lambasted the fighters for playing it safe and merely jabbing at the body, calling the performances unimpressive. When asked about Garcia's next steps, whether a rematch or a fight with Haney, Briggs dismissed the idea, bluntly suggesting Garcia should consider retiring from boxing.
That's fun. Let's go, champ!
Trump, what's your reaction to that?
Yeah, the guards suck. They all went the distance. Nobody was knocking nobody out.
You would knock them out.
Everybody
Right,
was scared of each other.
Right.
Let's go,
You would knock the fuck out.
You impressed with Rolly tonight?
Nah, nobody. They all suck. They all scared of each other. They jab into the body.
They shook.
They shook.
What should happen for Garcia now? Does he rematch Rolly? Does it Haney? You're
Give
not
up
interested?
boxing.
Give up
They
boxing.
suck.
Robert Garcia voiced his disappointment in Ryan's showing, pointing out that he lacked his trademark speed and explosiveness. He noted that Ryan seemed sluggish, likely due to the long layoff and suspension. Robert acknowledged Romero's smart game plan, emphasizing that the early knockdown in the second round set the tone and allowed Romero to dictate the fight, leading to a clear-cut unanimous decision win.
What do you think went wrong with Ryan tonight?
I have no idea, man.
Yeah,
I didn't really see the fight.
He can't say that.
I don't know.
He can't say that.
Obviously, we were in there, but it was a great event, man. They put up a good event. Hopefully the numbers get good, and we'll go from there.
Robert, next month we got Manny Pacquiao being inducted into the Hall of Fame, Minnesota. What did it mean to you and to boxing?
Man, Pacquiao, and he's getting inducted to the Hall of Fame, but he's also fighting for a world title.
Right, July, yeah.
Wow,
That's
just badass.
Robert, how's
he had an unbelievable career, my man. Pacquiao, and he could still become champion again at 40, 6? That's crazy. That's crazy.
How do you feel about the rematch with the boy fighting Usyk?
It was questionable, the body shot. I always said it was a legit body shot, but Usyk is a badass too, man.
Robert, how's Jose, by the way? I know
Jose's doing good.
He's
good.
Yeah.
I mean,
overall, his performance, him and Devin.
You know, honestly, we can't. You know that was Devin's game plan.
Among the loudest critics was British YouTuber and boxer KSI, who didn't mince words regarding Garcia's performance. KSI tweeted, "Ryan Garcia, you were straight. Congrats, Rolly." On his YouTube channel, KSI also criticized Garcia for coming in overweight ahead of his bout with Devin Haney and touched on the PID allegations surrounding him. He remarked, "Him and everything he stands for, he's an absolute twit. Oh boy, I'd love to knock him out." KSI's comments not only targeted Garcia's recent loss, but also addressed his prior controversies, including weight issues and alleged substance use.
Ryan Garcia after the win, this is why you don't drink Prime. Man, Ryan Garcia, man. I mean, I've never liked him anyway, but like you've got to remember, like he was overweight. Like there was a weight limit and he was over it. There's literally a rule to abide by and he broke the rule. And yeah, still they fought, but like it's just shitty behavior. I mean, fair play, he won, but I mean, there's rumors that he allegedly took steroids or some sort of steroids. But look, either way, fuck him and everything he stands for. He's an absolute twat. Oh, bro, I'd love to know.
Trainer Derek James shared his concerns about Garcia's performance, noting that despite Garcia's hesitance to engage in the later rounds, he remained supportive and urged him to show more aggression. James had previously stressed the importance of discipline and focus in training, warning Garcia against using techniques like the shoulder roll, which James believed didn't fit Garcia's style.
I talked to him about it. Too much time in between us working out. You're supposed to stay fresh. I'm not saying that's the reason. I'm just saying that that's like they icing you out. It's too much. So yeah, well, you can go ahead and answer, but I talked to him about it. Even before I said we got to get this, we got to get it going because he's
I didn't know. I thought it was closer to the arena than because I didn't really watch the entrances and how long it was taking. I was just kind of watching fights, but I was like, damn, I'm in this Batmobile forever. And like the gas smelled crazy in that vehicle. I was just like, dang, it's taking forever. But I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. Both of you guys, I mean, he caught you right there in the second round.
Yeah.
Right, he was off, like you said.
Yeah.
Right, you're pursuing 10 to 8, they run out very different. Do you feel like you have the motivation to pursue fighting at the elite level?
Of course, we all go through these moments. So, it's still a fresh wound. I just lost. I'm not going to sound excited to go after anybody right now. And I had an extremely off night. I fought, in my eyes, horrible. So I'm not going to be sounding any type of happy in any way.
Devin Haney was reportedly stunned by Garcia's showing against Romero. Haney, who had previously faced Garcia in a controversial match that ended in a no contest due to Garcia's failed drug test, was closely watching the bout. The outcome of Garcia versus Romero has significant implications for a potential Haney-Garcia rematch, a matchup that has drawn major interest in the boxing world.
They canceling the face off. They try to kick us out. They're canceling the face off. You gotta pick it up, Ryan.
This is round 12.
What happened? What happened?
Remarkably, 6 years ago, Floyd Mayweather made a bold prediction about a potential Garcia-Romero fight. At the time, Garcia was vocal about wanting to face Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a fighter under Mayweather's promotion. Skeptical of Garcia's readiness, Mayweather offered a $200,000 bet. stating that if Garcia could beat Romero, he'd reward him with the cash, but if Garcia lost, he should stop mentioning Davis's name altogether.
I'm putting the money up right now. If Ryan Garcia can beat Rolly, I give him 200,000 cash. Less fights than he has. He's gonna fight Rolly. Accept the bout with Rolly. I give him 200,000 cash if he beat Rolly. Now, once he loses to Rolly, I don't want him to ever say Tank name again. He gonna get fucked up.
Respected trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas offered his insights on the Garcia-Romero bout, emphasizing the importance of Garcia's mental state. Atlas said, "I have no doubts he's good physically, but has he found himself mentally? If, he has, then he's going to be dangerous." Atlas underscored that while Garcia's physical tools are impressive, his mindset would ultimately decide the fight's outcome.
Does Rolly Romero have a shot to pull off the major upset?
Does he have pictures on somebody? He keeps getting these fights. He loses the big ones, and he gives his all. I'm not knocking him, but he loses the big ones, and then he comes up and gets a big fight where obviously it passes somebody else up on the line that probably thinks, hey, wait a minute, I've been winning. I've been winning over here, and I'm not getting this shot. This guy loses when he gets them, and he gets another one. Like, what the heck? I can't just definitively say no, not because of Romero, but because of Ryan. My only question is, has he found himself? And it's not physical. It's not physical at all. At all. I have no doubts he's good physically. Has he found himself mentally? If he has, and I'm going to venture to say yes, he has. But if he has, then he wins this fight. And he probably wins it by stoppage. If he hasn't, it could be very interesting because Romero will throw, he will try, he will come forward, and he can punch. I'm going to say that he's in a good place, but you never know till you know.
In the wake of Garcia's defeat, social media lit up with reactions. One notable comment came from Twitter user Big C, who wrote, "Rolly won that fight, LOL. Ryan looked ordinary without the pezés. Not to take anything away from Rolly, he actually fought a smart fight." It was funny listening to that trash commentary try to make excuses for how bad Ryan is. Meanwhile, Andrew Tate had previously predicted that Garcia's speed would be a decisive advantage against Romero, stating, "When you can't see it coming, that's when it hurts." Despite Tate's forecast, the fight played out very differently, with Romero scoring a unanimous decision win and knocking Garcia down in the second round.
Andrew, real quick, so your prediction for Rolly versus Ryan, how do you see that fight going down?
Bro, I don't want to disrespect anyone. I want to wish everybody the absolute best. I hope everybody gets in there, has a great time, leaves happy, healthy, a little bit richer.
Right.
But Ryan's quick, man. I'll just tell you something. Like, I remember from my fight days, I'm a bit old now, but I'm scared of the guy whose hands you can't see. Those are the ones to be afraid of.
Because they're all good fighters, but Ryan's clearly your favorite.
They're all fantastic fighters. Ryan and I are good friends, you know, so we have a personal relationship there.
Yeah.
But I don't want to wish disrespect on anybody. Or I don't want to jinx anybody. I just hope everybody has a great time. But I think when you can't see it coming, that's when it hurts.
You're going to be at the fight May 2nd?
I'm going to be at the fight May 2nd unless Ron DeSantis locks me up for fucking nothing.
Right.
But if not, then I'm going to be at the fight May 2nd. 100%. I'll be right there at the front. You're going to see me.
Following his impressive victory, Romero expressed his intention to take a well-deserved break. His dominant performance, which included the second-round knockdown and a commanding decision win, earned him the WBA regular welterweight title. In post-fight comments, Romero indicated that he planned to step away for a while to relax and enjoy the moment, reflecting on a major achievement in his boxing career.
I'm down the line. Down the line. Not right now. Y'all gotta leave me alone. You guys all want me to do this, do that, do this. Let me be, bro. I've been hungry, man. I've been trying to. I just want to go on a nice vacation. I just made a little bit of money. Now I want to go on a nice vacation. Where? I don't know, some kind of island or something.
How many girls?
One.
What do you tell the social leave?
How many?
Get out of here.
Wow.
Jersey, bro. Get out of here.
Oh, right, my bad. Yeah, let's get out of here. Shout out to Social Leaf, who, I mean, honestly, man, they supported me, man. Shout out to all my sponsors, man. Every single one of them. Easy Track, GB, you know, we're giving back shoes to autistic kids.
Cap USA.
Cap USA, Cap USA Harlem. I'm punching him.
Are you ready?
My boy Anthony at Black Swan.
What are your thoughts on Garcia's performance? Do you believe his defeat was due to the absence of PEDs, Romero's smart game plan, or other factors? Share your opinions in the comments below.